this. Let's see what wants to come through here. Sagittarius energy. Okay, bottom of the deck we have Neptune. A lot of Jupiterian energy that's here. Just with Sagittarius and with Neptune ruling, I mean, Neptune is the new ruler of Pisces, but the ancient ruler was also Sagittarius ruler, which is Jupiter. So that's why I say there's a lot of Jupiterian energy here, a lot of expansive energy here. I feel like this is, there's something about don't be afraid about the dichotomy of things. There are two different sides to things. It's something that I'm getting here. Okay. Which Jupiter does rule the mutable signs of Sagittarius and Pisces. So they're very adaptable, you know. They're not like fixed on any one thing. So they may have a changeable nature about them. Okay, let's see where this is going. There's also something here about freedom as well. Like, we are free to change at any moment in time. Like, who says that we have to stick to one narrative or one personality or one type of personality? Wisdom, another Jupiterian card. On the deck we have Voyage. There's something here about the adventures that we have, and how we react to them and how we take them in, and how we immerse ourselves in that situation, in that environment, really adds to and changes the makeup of who we are in a lot of ways. It may change our ideology. It may expand our mind by seeing how a different culture looks at the world, or a different way of living, a different lifestyle. Yeah, I'm just seeing somebody here traveling and just kind of studying people and cultures here, and kind of wanting to take, again, pieces of these cultures with them. I'm almost seeing like I'm seeing a Christmas tree, but like, and seeing people put different ornaments on the tree, and these different ornaments are from different places. So it's like a collection from places that you traveled or that you will travel to. Okay. Death card. On the deck, the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this represents transformation. Maybe more of an inner transformation. This also kind of reminds me of like an ego death, just old versions of yourself dying and being reborn. And you may change so frequently due to these experiences that you're having, and so quickly, that I feel like people can't keep up. Whoever is resonating with this or whoever needs to hear, I feel like people can't really keep up. Maybe friends, families, coworkers even are just constantly seeing you expand and grow to the point where like they wonder if you'll ever stop or slow down, or when are you going to kind of come into your own and be more of like a grounded person. But something here about liking the thrill of the chase or the thrill of these adventures. The Hierophant. Yeah. I will say you are definitely somebody that has a love of learning. You may be a student, and real students are really open-minded, because in order for you to learn, you have to open your mind to new ways of thinking, to new ideas, and you also learn to process information differently. The Knight of Swords, yeah. I feel like there is a quest, or thirst rather, to know the most, or to have the most knowledge about a particular subject. It's like you want to be the person at the top. But there is something that you must give up in order to obtain this. Like maybe you have to cut yourself off from something, or maybe cut yourself off from a lot of different things, or to kind of remain detached and because you can't be tied down to a certain place. You can't really settle down to a certain place if this is your goal. Yeah, Six of Cups in reverse. You can't be tied down to the past. So I feel like if you're resonating with this energy, there may have been exes or even people that you're currently talking to that feel like they're not much of a priority for you. They feel left behind. Judgment. Pluto, god of the dead and rebirth. Yeah, awesome. Right, it's nearly right on top of the death card, so it's actually the perfect place for it. I also feel this energy of rebellion. Maybe you feel like society, or maybe your own family, maybe your father even, or the traditions in your family, maybe they frowned on your spirit. Because I feel like this, again, rebellious kind of energy. This is no, I want to know more. This can't be all there is. This can't, there must be more, like look outside of this, framework of existence. And, these other people are like, no, there's a reason why we're here. There's a reason why, um, kind of like collectively, all of life's circumstances led us here in this moment, in this place, with these belief systems, with this current structure. It's for a purpose, which is again very Taurus energy, right? And again, I just feel like you just kind of rebel. Oh, that's kind of interesting too, because right, we have that Taurus, and then we have the Scorpionic energy here as well, right, with a Death card and this Pluto energy over here. It's like they're polar opposites from each other on the zodiac wheel, or another way to put it is that they're uh, 7 houses away from each other at 1-7. So I feel like, your destiny or your soul path may have just caused you to just be the way you are. It's like I feel like you were created, well, you're created how you're supposed to be. It's like nothing's wrong with you. Maybe family, society has made you feel as if you're wrong, that you're weird, that you're odd, that you're a sinner, that you're not of God. Especially if you come from like a religious family, like if you don't subscribe to their dogma, they may see you as somebody that won't be saved or something like this. But really, with a Sagittarius energy and even with a Scorpio energy, you're just on this deep quest to know and to see the truth. It's like you're checking the system. You're like, is it, or have we grown complacent? Okay, I'm going to clarify these cards now and see what we get. Oh, it's funny. The Six of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Cups. The Eight of Cups. Oh, the Death card in reverse. This is a very powerful reading. Bottom of the deck, we have Seven of Swords. I just want to show you guys this. I kind of did earlier, but now we have the Death card right on top of Judgment, which is Pluto energy here. Literally just says Pluto, and then we do have another Death card here. So we have Death. We have Scorpio energy 3 different times from 3 different decks. Actually, no, 2 different decks, but just Scorpio energy basically 3 different times. And the Death card in 2 different decks. Just wanted to show you guys that, and it just landed one on top of the other. If you are a feminine energy, I feel a very powerful presence. This Queen of Cups is very powerful, and I'm hearing she will not just give in. This is somebody that is not afraid to say no or to go against the grain, to rub people the wrong way if it's needed, if it's necessary. She stands her ground in what she says and what she believes and what she speaks is her truth. I do feel like you may have been persecuted for that. People may have said harsh things to you, may have hated you for that reason. And maybe that made you withdraw, made you pull away, made you not want to be part of this environment or with these people. 8 of Cups, and this is walking away. Finding your own path. You're like, okay. And this is feeling shunned as well. I do feel like there is this Pluto kind of energy here. That's watching you. Kind of want to see why. Look at this. I follow my inner guidance. I'm not even done shuffling, but I just want to show you that. What is this Pluto death energy here? I am open to love in various forms. So this is kind of a dangerous energy in a way. Because I feel like you're being watched because they want to see what you're going to do. How are you going to evolve? Are you going to ascend and become this phoenix and rise like the phoenix? Or are you going to descend and become kind of like this lower form? You know, the scorpion is a lower form of Scorpio, and that's kind of what they say, right? Scorpio is at the lower end, at the bottom. The eagles, one step up, and then there's the phoenix. But I digress. That's just what is being said. That's just something to compare this energy to. They're just kind of going to see what you're going to do. Will you really stand true to who you are and find the truth with the Sagittarius energy in the background? Because right after Scorpio, we have Sagittarius. And also they call this point the Gandanta point, between when water moves into fire. So like that in-between energy. And we were talking about this in-between energy from the get-go, right? In the beginning, we're talking about how we have this fire side of Jupiter, Sagittarius, and then traditionally Pisces was ruled by Jupiter, and it's the other side of Jupiter. And we have the Neptune energy here as well, right? That Piscean energy. Oh, let me show you guys this. Yeah, Neptune, right? I didn't even see this until just now. Under that is Pluto. I kid you not. This is insane. And then under that is Jupiter. I think that's pretty wild. Anyways, but yeah, I just feel like they're kind of watching to see if you ascend or descend. Will you rise to the occasion, or will you be torn apart by the wolves out there on your own? You know, because you're moving away from something safe. You're moving away from something predictable, right? Like maybe these family members have said, maybe society has said, maybe coworkers have said, whatever have you. Like there's a reason why we're all here. We're protected in this little bubble. You know, it's chaos out there. It's the wilderness out there. But you're like, fine, I guess I'll go. Y'all don't like me here because I question the system, and that rubs you the wrong way. That irritates you to the core, right? So you go off into the wilderness to see, do your ideas hold true, or do they not? Do they fall apart? Were they really right? Well, this is a lot deeper than I honestly thought was going to happen. Well, kind of want to pull one more card from a different deck. Let's use the Druid Wisdom Oracle. I haven't used this in a little bit. Okay. So to wrap this up, let's pull one more card. Also, there's something here about cutting your hair. You may be cutting your hair or changing your hairstyle. I'm just saying. Okay, this card. And yeah, okay. Ooh. This one wanted to come out too. All right, look at that. On both cards, it seems like there's a road or a path. Not all of them have this. I mean, literally the next card is like, you know, this image, which is nothing like these two other images, in my opinion. I feel like this is the path. This is your path. I'm saying, like, this was meant to be. Like, you know, the universe is allowing you to walk down this path because it was meant for you. This gateway was meant to open for you to walk through and to explore if you so choose. All right, let's read this. It says, spells in the wind. Shout loud to the heavens. Sing songs to the air. The strength of your conviction will carry you there. All right, and let's read this other one over here. This says, the long unnamed path. But what if the path leads to something better than you felt? Just keep on the journey and the fears will soon melt. Chills. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to, well, that is it. That's these cards were just meant to wrap up the reading. So if you like this reading, whether you resonated with it or not, hopefully you did, but if you just enjoyed the reading in general, I hope you choose to like this reading and maybe hit the follow button here on TikTok, Tea Time Tarot, if you haven't already. And I also do have a YouTube channel where you can rewatch this if you want, or check out other videos I have uploaded on there if you want. I'm working on getting all the zodiac reads that I've just done recently on there as well. But my channel is Soup for the Soul Tarot. You can find the link to my YouTube in my bio on my TikTok page. I appreciate the support. All right, guys, I'll see y'all later. Bye.